So I'm going to try something new. What I'm trying is just getting things off of my chest that I feel like I have to say. As Christian as I can be when I say it. So just as part of my evolution in making videos, it's like I just want to express myself a little bit. So I'm in the Army, and for some reason in this military, I go to work, I do my job to the best of my ability, and at the end of the day, all I want to do is just go home and relax. You know, recover from whatever PT or strenuous mission that I had to complete for that day, and then just go home. But when I go home, I can't help but think about everything that happened throughout the day, because it's just little things that bother me at the end of every day that I just feel like I have to just get off my chest. So that's what this video is going to be about. All right. So in the beginning of the day, it's like, okay, we all have to go to PT, and it's freezing cold in Louisiana. Like, sometimes it'll rain and water will get into the drip pans, and the drip pans today and yesterday were filled with ice cubes, right? Like the bottom of the pan, so cold outside, the bottom of the pan's filled up with nothing but ice. We're like, instead of like turning over the ice pans and spilling water out of the drip pans that are supposed to catch spills from the trucks, we're spilling out ice cubes in the shapes of the drip pans. We're like getting these huge hockey discs of ice, and we're just chucking them around the motor pool, because what else can we do? It's water, right? And then after freezing in the cold outside, PMCS and trucks for a mission, right? We're supposed to also get them, you know, ready to get on the road, you know, with all the paperwork that has to go along with it. And it's just interesting how everyone knows, like, these are tasks that have to be performed before the end of the day. And so in the beginning, after PT in the morning, physical fitness in the morning, and that's going to all be in the gym because it's too freezing cold outside, we show up to work ready to get everything done as soon as possible, and then last minute issues will happen. Right 5 minutes before final formation, before we leave, we're getting last minute tasks, right? Like, oh, all of a sudden we took care of everything that we were told was a go home task, and then 5 minutes before the end of the day, oh, wait a minute, we're going to be here for another hour because, oh, we have to last minute, you know, take care of some stuff that, you know, came up. Like, someone didn't do their job, and so now we're going to take another hour to fix that problem, right? Because someone didn't do their job. And then after that gets taken care of, it's going to be another hour because another last minute task comes along, because we're being told to only do what we're told. And so instead of doing things that we know should get done, we're waiting to be told to do them, and then we never get told to do them until the end of the day 5 minutes before we're all supposed to be released and go home. And it's just so frustrating to be sprinting, okay? Because you know the only way you and everybody else is getting home, because it's mass punishment anytime there's something that needs to get done. Everybody is waiting around until it gets done. And you're sprinting to take care of this issue. And it's something that seems to be impossible, but you still manage to get it done anyway, because that's who you are, right? You're someone who gets the impossible done, right? And then, after all that, totally unappreciated, right? Totally unappreciated for making impossible things happen. When other people are not doing their job and you're asked to do the other person's job, and then you're asked to do somebody else's job, and then you're asked to do somebody else's job, and then someone calls you and says, hey, all those jobs that we asked you to do that these other people failed to do, you are making little mistakes doing jobs that aren't yours. And it's like, yeah, I'm making little mistakes doing jobs that aren't mine. It's not my job, right? How you expect me to do a job that's not mine perfect the first time you asked me, right? I'm supposed to do the job that I'm required to do, and then when I do that perfectly, I don't get any issues, right? When as long as things go to plan, there's no issue. But when you ask me to do someone else's job, and because they failed, and I do that job, I make a small mistake, it wasn't my job. I'm carrying somebody else's weight on top of doing my own job, and you want to tell me that my performance isn't good enough. When I'm completing the mission, mission's getting complete. Somebody else failed to complete that mission. I'm completing my mission and theirs. And I'm being told that I'm not good enough. It's little things. At the end of the day, when I come home after doing the impossible, I am completely unappreciated. And then I'm expected to go back tomorrow and do it all over again. And not only that, there's a million more things that have to be taken care of that I have to wait to be told to do, because if I start doing things without being told, I'm just doing what I want. I'm not being a good member of the team. I'm just off doing things when you need me to do something else. So you just don't do things, and then you get told to do them at the end of the day. Right? How many people can relate being told to do things at the end of the day by people who do things at the last minute that should have been getting done in the first place long before it's supposed to actually take place? It's called, planning, right? You're supposed to plan it, and then you plan it and you take care of it before it happens, not right when it happens. Take care of it, and then blame other people for taking on more jobs than they were supposed to do because somebody else didn't do their job, right? It's like, I don't know, like, I feel like this is going to be a something that I'm going to continue to do, like on my channel. Like I'm going to just come on my channel and vent about what happens at work now. Like it's, and some people want to say, oh, that's just complaining. But I'm going to call it an art form. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call this an art form for the enjoyment, for people, to laugh at my pain, for people to relate to and see, more of my personality, more of my character, that I have, the ability to do a lot of things. And I guess this is just one more thing that I want to try to evolve, to evolve my channel, because this is something that I feel I have inside me that I can share with the world and come with solutions also, right, as a Christian. So just because you're in a job with people who want to blame you for everything and make you the scapegoat, when you're actually doing more work than everyone else and you're doing other people's jobs, just remember that it doesn't matter what anyone thinks about you, because as long as you are doing your job, the job you're supposed to do, the job you were supposed to do all along, as long as you did that right, it doesn't matter what someone says about what you did, about how you did somebody else's job that you were not supposed to do, that somebody else failed to do, and how you carried their weight. Because if you're the one doing all the work and people expect you to do all the work and carry all the weight of everyone else, you're just carrying everybody else, it doesn't matter what they say, because your hard work's going to speak for itself. So just keep being a Christian, keep saying, hunt the good stuff, because no matter how you feel, you just know, despite what everyone says about you, you're carrying everyone. You're carrying the people whose jobs that you're doing when they couldn't do it. You're carrying the people when they asked you to do something that you were not planned. It wasn't planned for you to do it, and then you do it for them. Right? When no one else is around that can do the job, and you're the only one who can do it, and you take care of it, and you taking care of it allows the mission to stay on the rails and be completed in a timely manner, on time, right? It doesn't matter what anyone has to say about you, right? They can say whatever they want. So I feel like in the future, maybe I can be a little bit more specific about the work that I do. But for right now, I'm just trying it out, just feeling it out to see how the audience reacts to it. Do they want more content like this? Do they want more information like this? Or is this something I should stop? I'm not sure. But